Hello, welcome to the 3Bs podcast. I'm your host, Noah Lopez, and this is my podcast. Today's date is April 25th, 2023, and let's get started. How does a fandom represent and support a team? Each sports franchise has its own fandom, and that fandom is a representation to what the team is and what they want to be as well. Each fandom is different as they support a different team, obviously. But they have their own characteristics that add uniqueness to their styles. Whenever you think of a team, one of the first things you think of is the fans. Because fans are just as important as the players and coaches or the higher-ups that own the team. Because without fans, none of those other people would have jobs. The whole reason those people have jobs is because of the fans. And they're trying to make those fans happy in order to keep bringing them back in and having fun and earning money. Now that we know the true reason those people get to do what they do, and some of these athletes get to perform in front of millions, it's the fans. The next questions are simple. How do fandoms relate to their teams? Everyone has slightly different views on sports and various different medias, but one thing that has been proven over time is that fans are watching them, and they're having a great time. There's so many different things I could talk about between all of these articles that I've researched. One of the fun ones I had was from the Bleacher Report. 8 things a Denver Bronco fan says. One of them was really simple, right at the beginning. The Broncos are rich in history, and fans often like to reminisce about things like The Drive and the back-to-back Super Bowl wins of the late 90s. Those are really good memories for us fans. Why is that all important? This leads to the representation of the organization as a whole, and the fandom is always contributing in some way. Let's go already! I need some sort of Broncos fix, as stated from the MileHighReport.com. Impatient Bronco fans, they're ready for the games. Let's move on to our second topic of the day. What makes this fandom unique from others? What makes Bronco fans unique? Let's talk about it. This fandom is different from the others, but there are a lot of similarities to this one compared to the others. The Denver Bronco fans are some of the most loyal, as stated by several different sports-filled characters and podcasters, including yours truly. There are several different data points behind the Broncos fandom that prove their loyalty, such as stadium attendance, annual merchandise purchased, noise level within the stadiums during games, as well as other stadiums that add up to prove the true loyalty of the fandom. The Denver Broncos fandom watches all the home games at Mile High Stadium in Denver, Colorado, where a large majority of the fans are, but the fans also spread nationwide and worldwide, as there are different fans in every single state and other countries as well. Those other fans do a great job at tuning into the games. Something very unique about this fandom is our mascot and how we portray him. He is a Bronco, if it wasn't clear. And he's displayed as a heroic and strong-willed bucking Bronco. What's the importance of all this? This is what makes a team's fans special and helps establish roots to the team. Without these different key aspects for every different franchise, fans would not be able to differentiate from each other. Having the different traditions and various memories all add up to making fandoms special and different from each other. After all that, let's move into our next topic, the upcoming NFL Draft. It's going to be a fun one. There's lots of great players this year, and the Broncos have a couple decent picks, so we'll see how it goes. The NFL Draft is one of the most important and one of the most watched events every single year in the NFL. It is the moment where every single team brings in its new stars and the favorite athletes for the team and fans. Everyone loves watching their newly found heroes get assigned to a team and you never know who's going to be picked or how their draft is going to go for any team or any fandom. This is why watching the draft every single year is a big part of how the fans celebrate the teams during the offseason, since the draft happens a good amount of time before they start playing during the regular season. Now, let's talk about the upcoming NFL season and the Broncos specifically. Me being a Denver Broncos fan, it is really special for me to see them play all the games every single year. The upcoming NFL season is going to be a fun one, as there are many different things to look forward to for each and every team. And the Broncos, they got a lot of new offensive and defensive players this offseason, bringing in lots of O-linemen and D-linemen alike during the offseason, before the draft has even occurred. And after the draft, the Broncos are going to be going in a new direction, a positive direction, after having a couple of rough years recently. They've got slightly more experienced and brought in new coaches as well, like head coach Sean Payton. We're gonna have a great year with all our new players and all the new help that we've added. This NFL season will be fun for other fandoms as well, as fans get to watch their other teams play week in and week out. Seeing the new matchups every single week and never really knowing what's going to happen or who's going to win. It's going to be fun every single week. And I can't wait for all the shocking surprises to go down this season. Hopefully none of them are bad for us Denver fans. So we'll see. Thank you for joining me on the 3Bs podcast. I'm your host, Noah Lopez, and I hope you enjoyed everything I had to say. You take care.